Hello and welcome. Hopefully my hand's not shaking too bad. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Liar. I remember the Kickstarter for this. At this point, it was like 2 months ago that it ended or so. Anyway, I saw this in my local comic shop, and I was like, Then I flipped it over, and I saw the price was $9.99. I was like, which is like cheaper than the Kickstarter. Granted, this is like the blue foil, and you could get like a red foil one on the Kickstarter that was really expensive and stuff. So what's it about? Liar is a book about a guy whose dad is a terminal liar. Now, what does that mean? You're thinking, what does that mean, Elizibar? What does that mean? His dad tells 50 lies a day. Why? Because, and this is not a spoiler because it happens in like the first so many pages of the book, his dad works for the Illuminati. The son ends up getting drafted into the Illuminati to take his dad's place after his dad is killed. So the son takes his dad's habit of lying a lot, so he's not a threat, because who thinks somebody who nobody trusts is a threat? Like, if you're known for telling lies, nobody's going to believe you. So he's less of a threat that way. We're not going to show too much of the art in this thing, just because there's some kind of risque stuff in here, and I don't want to get in trouble. But we'll open up to like this page, and actually it's a father and son page. So the father tried to train the son in how to survive this crazy Illuminati world. And you can see the art. There's lots and lots of little Hesher shading and stuff. It's pretty good. I really like it. The tone of the book goes really well with this art. That's the main character. And he lies his way through every situation. So now you're thinking, okay, well, that sounds kind of boring. Well, he gets crazy missions from the Illuminati, like go break up this guy's marriage, break into this place and steal this thing, go here, do that. And then his girlfriend's roommate is also in on it, but she works for the other side, because there's, of course, two factions vying for dominance. And I don't want to talk too much more about the plot, because I don't really want to spoil it, because, there's a twist or two or three or four in here. They're all really good. And at the end of the book, they meet a character from another one of his books, which I don't know where I placed it, otherwise I'd dig it back out. At least I think it's the same character. I haven't read that other book yet, so I don't know, but I presume it is. So the art's pretty good. Nowhere does the art really feel like spectacular, but it always feels pretty good. It's evocative. It doesn't meander. The writing is pretty tight. I had a lot of fun reading it. So now you're thinking, okay, Elizibar, so do you recommend it or not? Yeah, for $9.99. I think a book of this thickness with art of this quality, totally legit. Totally legit for $9.99. I'm adjusting the camera just a little bit because apparently I'm getting an arm cramp, and that kind of sucks. We don't even need to look at that. Let's just look out the window while I talk. You ready? Of course, you can tell I'm an Alterna fan. Not that this is an Alterna book, but I just have like Alterna swag laying all over my desk. It's kind of weird. Yeah, there's the tree. The book, there's too much backscatter on the light. Ooh, but you can see the foil really popping. Hold on. That's kind of cool. I never really appreciated foil on the cover of a book, but I think it works pretty well here because it stands out so much against the otherwise kind of plain background. Wonder how much the foil added to the price. It's a good book. They get into and out of crazy situations. There's some scheming Illuminati stuff. The guy regrets some of the things he said to his father. Ultimately, there's a little bit of like a chance for redemption. Like, it goes into that kind of stuff like towards the very end, because it follows like the standard arc where you fall for real. There's like up here, you fall a little bit, you pick yourself up, then you have the real fall in the third act, and then you got to pick yourself back up. So it's got that kind of redemption thing going on, which I appreciate. And I really want to show you more of the book, but I'm afraid I'm going to flip to something and I'll get like a strike or something. There's nothing really bad in here, but there's enough stuff in here that kinda, I don't know, I feel weird showing it on camera. But he just takes these orders. Like, oh, here's a pretty interesting one. At this point, he's going into a place where there's drug dealers and talking about, hey, why don't you move your stuff down like a block? Like, look at this. He's surrounded by guys with guns, and he has no gun. He just lies his way out of it. That's how persuasive this guy is. His dad was just this good, too. There's a scene where his dad takes him out to like a training mission and picks up a lady and gets a loan from her, all at the same go. Like, the dude's a smooth talker, his son's a smooth talker. So it's really fun kind of seeing just how far that kind of use of language can get you. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. You know, a lot of books that are, I don't know what to call it. It's not really a crime thriller. I guess just a thriller. Basically a conspiracy thriller. There we go. Which, one of my favorite movies is Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't think anybody else in the world likes it but me. But it touches on similar themes because the conspiracy aspect. He's not a smooth talker. I mean, ultimately it comes down to some violence there. But in this story, when he wants to go use violence, it's not actually a viable option. Because he's so outclassed. Like, that's a really nice touch. He has to rely on his wits the entire time. He has to think on his feet. He has to be clever. He has to be smart. And he's convincing at it. The writing is good enough, by this guy right here, that the character is totally convincing as he lies his way through these crazy situations. There's early on... Oh, this is a good page. You can see like these little numbers and the edges of the bubbles. That's how many lies he's told that day. So early on, it's totally tracking like the number of lies he tells in the course of a day, and you can see how hard it is. He's just got to go boom, 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 boom to get up to 50. It's nuts. So yeah, I totally recommend picking this up. It was a much more fun read. It wasn't what I expected. It was better than what I expected. But when I saw this on the shelf in my comic store at Graham Crackers, when I saw it there we go. I knew I had to go get it. I'm trying to keep the finger in camera so you can see what I'm pointing at. I knew I had to get it. It was that fun. It was that good. Give it a try. If you've read Liar, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm very interested in other people's opinions on this. You know, the manager at Graham Crackers, I think he seemed to like it. I was talking to the manager at Westfield Comics when I was checking out with a copy of the other book, whose name I'm not going to say for fear of being demonetized. Well, I'm not monetized, for fear of a community strike. But I said, hey, yeah, I saw this back in your $5 graphic novel bin, and it's by the same guy that did a book I just read, Liar. And he's like, oh, really? Well, I got that one. So I might have just already convinced like somebody to go check out Liar. If I convince you to go check out Liar, let me know. Like, I really want to have a conversation with people who have read it and I won't spoil things with about the book, you know? So you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you next time. I know I didn't show a lot of art from the book, but I kind of... Anytime I read something I really like, I don't want to show the art from it. I don't want to show the pages from it unless I have to, because I think it's that important for you right there, to go read it and see it for yourself, experience it with open eyes and open wonder as much as possible. And I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it so much more than I thought I would. And I think a lot of you out there will enjoy it too. Bye-bye.